Good morning, this is Brianna. I will be discussing my third news summary to you. I focused more on the technological advances in organizations and how people are adapting, how organizations are adapting, just the whole overall format of technological advances. In the book, Catherine Miller states that in a computer conference, even more communication cues are filtered out as participants look only at typed messages and are unable to gain information from vocal or visual channels. This was interesting to me because I'm the kind of person who would be very uncomfortable on an online interview. It's easier for me to go in and present myself, know my audience, be able to pick on people's cues. I'm sure a lot of people know what I'm talking about when I discuss this. However, a lot of organizations are actually explaining how important online interviews are, and if you're good at online interviewing, it's somewhat of a skill nowadays. A lot of people have actually grown up with webcams and technological advances, so they actually know what to do. Interestingly enough, I found an article online that does talk about Skype interviews and in regards to how people feel about this. And a lady named Ashley Milne-Tite did a study on people who have been interviewed through Walmart. I found people who've grown up using webcams and Skype are very comfortable with this. This was interesting because executives also are adapting to technological advances, and by the way technological communication engulfs us, they don't really have a choice but to adapt to this. Let's see here. Interestingly enough, there isn't an escape from technology, which I found was really interesting. We really don't have a choice but to accept it and to use it to our advantage, but most of all, if we just respect the technology and adapt to it, we find ourselves communicating more effectively and learning how to use this type of technological advancement. One more thing I found interesting was that managers are actually encouraging these types of interviews. They, rather than bringing the individual to the person to the interview, they suggest an online interview to see if they are capable of handling this type of technological advancement. And that's about it. Thank you so much for listening.